Let's jump right into it. Welcome to the Sofa Kingdom podcast. Apparently, 4th of July edition. Eddie didn't tell us about it until we got here.
Listen, it's June 29th. Time recording.
Everybody's got a calendar. We know it comes out Wednesday.
We'll do next weekend too.
I don't do math, sir.
This is the unofficial.
The unofficial, official. So, also this month, I don't know if you guys know, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness.
Awesome.
Yes. So, any wise words of wisdom for men's mental health?
If you're sad, dude, just fucking,
Suck it up. No one cares.
Suck it up, buttercup. Talk to somebody. Keep going. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. It gets better. All right. We all have bad days.
Lift some shit. Throw some people.
Run
people.
up a hill. Eat a fucking steak. You're gonna be all right. All right. There's good beer out there in the world. Life will go on. She ain't worth it, bro.
Yeah.
She's not fucking worth it.
Do not go to Men's Warehouse and buy a trench coat.
That's right.
Do not go to Gator Guns and buy a firearm.
That's right. In the words of my grandfather, that piece of pussy will fuck your whole life up. Remember that. Edward Baker.
We're deep. We're really deep.
We are deep.
Yeah, I'm glad that we tackle important issues here at the Sofa Kingdom podcast.
It's good that we even have fucking Men's Mental Health Month. Jesus Christ. We get fucked all the time. In the divorce court. Fucking war.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're always getting the shaft.
We always get in the fucking shaft.
Yeah.
And then when a girl cries, everybody gathers around. Everybody's trying to fuck her.
Yeah.
When we cry, it's like, pull your shit together, pussy. What's the matter?
Bitch. Stop being a bitch.
Suck it up and internalize it and die of a stroke in your 40s like everyone else.
You ever like call your friend and be like, hey man, I'm having a really bad day. I'm like, man, that really sucks. I'm going golfing. Bye.
Dude, the best video ever is that video. It's it's like Rainbow Six or something. Playing. Yeah, he's like, guys, I have a question. Would you guys be there for me if I was going through something? They're like, nope. And like the one guy's like, whatever you're going through, I hope it fucking sucks. And then the other guy's like, I hope you reach out to me so that I can shut you down. And the one dude, the last guy, it's like the best thing ever. He goes, I hope I can fucking go to your funeral knowing that I could have made a difference. I was like, holy shit. Like, but everybody's laughing. It's like, dude, that is men. That is
men's mental health.
That's
right?
men's mental health.
I know the clip, and it is fantastic.
It is. Every time I see it, I fucking smile. It brings a warm thing to my heart.
It's funny because
that's how we deal with it. It's fucking.
In the order of operations,
I hope it sucks. Whatever you're going through.
Men will roast each other and joke, but ultimately, that's our way of like brotherly love.
Right.
Where like
it's usually done without malicious.
When you watch like a woman's algorithm, and they walk by each other like, you look good today.
Yeah.
And then like,
fuck, dude.
War for eons. Yeah. Like their children's children will carry on with this war for this.
Oh yeah, they perfected this.
Insult.
They perfected the stank face. Perfected it. Jesus.
No, but I do think on a real level that as far as men's mental health is concerned, I think it is important to have outlets. I think it is important to try to work out, have a hobby, hit the gym,
be
and
social.
Do some training. Be social.
Don't be alone.
We are social people.
Don't be alone in your fucking head.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Yeah. Don't be a loner. It doesn't really help. Like there are times where you want a little solitude, but ultimately, reach out to somebody, talk to somebody.
Yeah.
We all go through it, and I think it's pretty important to do that. But also, don't be the bitch that's always got problems.
Yeah. Also, don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but also don't get.
I know. I was just gonna say, it's like if you're thinking about fucking hurting yourself, don't do that dumb shit. Like,
yeah.
Because you know what? On some real shit, like that's a coward's fucking way out.
It is,
because you don't realize the ripples you make in the pond.
Yeah,
everybody
else that's left behind.
You do that, and you fuck up everybody that cared about you.
Correct.
Like you damage like your family. Like, come on, man. Like that's a selfish little bitch way to go.
But there was one way that was pretty cool.
Listen, there's good ways to go. Okay, if you're getting attacked by an alien race and you want to fly your fucking ship into the ship, that. In Independence Day, July 4th, the movie.
That's the way to do it.
That's a good way a
You go out like a hero.
That's not selfish at all. You're making good ripples in the pond, bro.
Here's a story that I read, and it was a 80 or 90-year-old guy who was like tired of like living. He was health issues, things like that.
Me too, bro.
And he decided, I'm gonna go parachuting out of an airplane without the parachute. So he actually did enough jumps that he could get to the point where he could jump out of the plane without a person on his back.
Yep.
And took his life that way.
Nosedive.
I'm like, you know what? That's kind of cool.
Very paid for it.
I mean, he's guaranteeing that, when I hit the ground, it's over.
Oh, yeah. You will feel nothing.
Lived a healthy life. tender age of 80 or 90, whatever it was. I don't remember. But I also think that there are still some countries that do like those assisted suicides.
Canada does it now.
We still do it in certain states.
Yes.
And
Oregon.
Canada has been doing a lot of them.
Yeah.
In fact, they were some people that were getting the assisted suicide just because they had COVID.
Yeah.
Like some of it's like
That's
Yeah.
a little
not
weird.
necessary.
Yeah. You're gonna make it.
That's
Some-
out of
some-
fear.
Bro, you're gonna make it.
Yeah. Like they're probably they're in heaven or hell, wherever their designated area is, and they're like, "Fuck, man,
I
I
have the
could have got
fucking-
through this.
I have the fucking sniffles.
I had the flu.
No
you
way.
mean NyQuil could have saved me?
Yeah. Nah, just fucking kill yourself. Jesus God.
Sucker. But you know what? I'm kind of pro, suicide when it comes to assisted way of doing it medically.
Medically assisted euthanasia. I'm definitely for it too. It's just doctors are torn because it's like you take this Hippocratic oath.
Yep.
Right.
And it fucking the great all powerful asshole Hippocrates who wrote medical terminology.
Right.
The one guy if I could resurrect and kicked in the dick. It wouldn't be Hitler. It'd be fucking Hippocrates. You don't need 7 suffixes that mean condition of. You don't
Right.
need
Yeah.
that. You're
Right.
an asshole that wrote that language. You're an asshole.
love it.
Anyway. So the Hippocratic oath, it's like you're supposed to do best by your patients. So then there's an argument. Like some people say, well, the best thing to do is if they're suffering and they're dying,
Right.
give them the ability to end that suffering.
Correct.
On this other hand, it's like, well, no, you got to try to maintain their well-being. It's like, I tend to err on the side with you and say, if you're suffering and you want to check out the safe way,
Yeah.
There's a certain
You're right,
point
bro.
that
You're
we
right.
know, even you see it a lot with cancer, where certain cancers in the intestines, where it's like their intestines are no longer working, and what is going to happen is their system is going to back up into their lungs, and they're going to slowly choke on what should be coming out the other end.
Well-
it's like. So we're keeping them alive. We're drugging them up to keep them halfway lucid because they're gonna slowly choke.
it's quality
Right.
of life.
And it's like this isn't.
No.
You're not doing right by the person. You know
And-
that
You wanna
is
do right
the
by-
way they're
by the
going.
person
If somebody-
and their family.
Yeah, if somebody
right?
wants to check it, yeah, and some of these families piss me the fuck off. I'll see a patient like in the ICU. He's like 98 years old. He's there because he fell or something, but he's
Right.
98. And he's looking at me like, kill me. Like he's
Right.
fucking looking at me, and I can't. His
Yeah.
family, he's in power of attorney. They
Right.
fucking they have the full resuscitation on this guy.
Right.
I'm like, are you serious? Like,
Right.
if I have to do chest compressions on this guy, I'm probably gonna kill him. I'm probably gonna
It's
cave his
like-
whole fucking
It's,
chest.
it's
in.
Definitely-
fucking
yeah.
selfish is
It
what
is.
it is.
He's not a fucking dog.
Yeah.
He's your
yeah.
goddamn dad. Like, I mean,
And
come
even
on.
a dog, like, yo, when you know the dog is suffering, like,
Some people do.
be a healthy owner, do the
Unless
right
you're my buddy
thing.
Mike from fucking wrestling in high school.
Oh,
he kept his
no.
fucking dog, the Colonel, alive. Thing was like 21-year-old dachshund. Its nose would bend. It was so old.
Oh,
it was
God.
blind as fuck. You would walk in the room. It couldn't see you.
Oh.
It would just open its mouth with no teeth and go,
Oh,
because it could
no.
know you, knew you were there. It could smell
Yeah.
you.
It's like, please help me.
He used to kiss that. He used to kiss that fucking dog on the mouth and let it lick him. And I was like, dude, that dog's breath smells like war.
Oh,
like it's
man.
awful. It smells
Yeah.
like a battlefield in the Middle Ages.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
awful.
yeah.
He would carry it out.
It's rotting from the inside.
He would invite the whole wrestling team over for a UFC fight, and like we would all be watching it at his house. And he would carry this fucking dog outside to pee. He would carry it around, and it would just sit there and go. And I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, dude,
no,
that is not a
damn.
dog.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Like,
yeah,
you need to kill it with a
that's
brick."
as close to a zombie as you're gonna
It
get.
looked just like a Resident Evil zombie,
Jesus.
like dog. It was.
Yeah.
It should have been killed. It should
No,
have been killed a long
you
time
can't
ago.
do that. I
He
think,
probably still has that dog alive. I think now that dog would be. Let's see, that dog would be fucking. Fuck. Okay, so if I was 18 years old and the dog was 21, fucking hell.
So like Scrubs,
So
he's
he's
got
like
it.
42
He's
right
got
now.
it.
42?
He got it stuffed, and he's still carrying it around.
Yes.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
was at least a healthier way of doing it. The dog is no longer suffering, and the amount of practical jokes he got with that stuffed dog in that show was great. Have you ever seen Scrubs?
Listen, I don't know what type of cancer dogs can get, but the Colonel had all of it.
Yeah, he had all. of them.
Every type. Yeah, all, yeah.
No,
Scrubs was a good show.
Scrubs was fucking hilarious. I do think people should have the right to make those decisions.
Fuck yeah.
And also, like, yeah, if you're suffering, if the family's suffering, you don't got the means, and you're not gonna like put your whole family in debt.
There should
Like,
be obvious.
do
There should be obvious
the thing.
stipulations. I mean,
course.
like if you got a guy that's mentally ill and he's
Right.
in his fucking 20s and
Yes.
his girlfriend breaks up with him,
Right.
and he's like, "Oh, I want medically assisted." Calm the fuck down. Like,
Right.
"Hey,
That's
listen, dude,
different.
you're completely goddamn healthy. Like,
Yeah. But what if you're balding? I think you should kill
yeah,
those guys.
Yeah, you kill those guys.
Yeah, kill those.
But if you're, I mean, But then there's also another thing. Like, what if you are
micro penis?
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
If you're
don't pass that along, bro. Don't do it to your kids.
You can't do it to Andy.
You can't.
if we're
Sorry, Joni.
listen, if we're talking to but also, what if you're in your 20s but you have like a fucking terminal illness that's real bad? That's not going to be better.
Right.
I mean, there's all kinds of things we need to work out.
You should be allowed to check out. If there's nothing,
some of it also comes down to what the terminal illness is. You can have a terminal illness, but it might not fully kick in, or you might not be suffering at that.
Right.
The gentleman that has cancer, he has terminal brain cancer, but at the moment, it's, essentially under control.
Yeah.
But he does know at some point in time, it's going to turn.
Sure.
They did a documentary on it. That was a couple of years ago, and it was wild because it was people in Oregon or Seattle, Washington, something like that, and where it's legal,
right?
They can do that. You get the pill literally from the pharmacy.
No shit.
And you fill out a thing where you're gonna literally go home and kill yourself,
right?
And they come and collect the EMS and shit come and get you. And he it's weird just seeing this guy who has terminal cancer, stage 4.
Yeah.
And he's like, I quit drinking years ago, 10 years ago. He's like, I think I'm gonna take. He has the pill in his hand. He's like, I think I'm gonna take this with a bottle of Jack. And it's like, God damn, bro.
Right. And
then the camera just fades out. And it's like, dude,
that's rough.
That's the last time anyone's ever going to see that guy.
Yeah.
It's like, man, he's going to go home and take.
But
take
also going out on your own terms, there's some dignity to that.
There is. He dictated the terms in which he left this world.
I almost feel like it should be like a go home kind of to be handed it from the pharmacy feels a little odd.
Yeah.
It almost you should have to go to a place, talk to a person.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are probably measures that lead up to that, or are you saying you could just go to the pharmacy like it's
I imagine you
the morning after pill?
I know. I would imagine you would have to go through a program.
And a therapist and all that.
Full medical, psychiatric review.
But getting the pill and then just kind of going home on your own accord feels a little funny.
Well, that should cut down on people killing themselves because they're sad. If it's Seattle, Washington, it rains a lot, bro. Everybody's sad. I
go outside to get sunshine, but you can't.
I stub my toe. I want to kill myself.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I think if you can't get past the first stage of Mario Brothers, also get the pill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, just jump.
Those are terms.
It's 2 buttons. Jump.
If you are a white belt under 4 degrees and free trial guy taps you out, you should be able to.
If you're still tapping to pressure.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. We had Gorilla Boy here.
That's different types of pressure.
There's levels to this pressure. There's levels.
That pressure sucks.
That pressure is brutal.
That pressure fucking sucks.
In that case, I say fully accept tapping to pressure because he could have probably laid his thigh on me and I would have been like, tap. Yeah.
That was bad. That was bad roll. Bad roll.
Okay, all right.
So are we going to talk about fucking aluminum fart?
What?
We going to talk about it?
What's aluminum fart?
Think about it.
I know what you're saying. Please. Ironshart.
Oh, yes, that's right. I got the title wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so did we watch up to episode 3, everyone?
I took notes, brother.
Go ahead and talk about it. I watched the first 2.
You? All 3? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's start with saying I always go in without judgment based on everyone else's comments, right? I try to go in there and enjoy it, open-minded for what it is.
Yes.
It took 3 episodes to get to the point where I'm like, this could have been a better show. This could have been decent. It definitely feels like Kathleen Kennedy had her fucking claws in the cast because of some of the choices that were made. It felt like I was watching the Black Eyed Peas gender neutral team.
You're talking about the team, the criminal team she joins?
The team.
That's the biggest piece of shit ever assembled. That's the biggest piece of shit ever.
It's a crock of shit.
Ever.
It's a crock of shit.
You got an unfunny comedian other than the Eric Andre show.
Yeah.
Who can't fucking hack. He can't hack. You got a hacker that can't fucking hack.
No.
I don't know what the fuck the thing in the car was that was typing. Whew. That's a person.
And how are you a hacker with nails that are 10 inches long?
That's a person. And I give them all the ability that they can be a person. But that's a person.
That's a person.
That's a thing. That's a person that exists.
The one thing that
yes,
they did confirm with the show, though, is they mentioned Marjopol, which is the fictitious country. So that is all good old Wolverine stomping ground. So
Yeah.
that's again confirmed in the MCU here.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were some moments where I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. I'll give it that.
It had color. It had some decent CGI.
It did. Some of the actors I actually do like in other things that I've seen. Like they had some good actors in there. They also touched base on the helper is the son of the guy that tried to kill Tony Stark and Iron Man.
Warmonger.
Warmonger, right? So he's his son. So there's some tie back into the original Iron Man stuff.
I didn't like it. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this: it's better than I thought it was going to be.
Correct.
But it is.
You can tell it was made in a different time.
It is very middle of the road. It is very safe, and it's not touching on anything new in terms of
we have
anything.
I mean, here's my opinion on it. We have a black Iron Man. His name is War Machine.
Yes.
Yep.
He's there. He's still there.
Yes.
He's Jonathan Cheadle.
Don
Cheadle.
Yeah,
Fantastic actor.
Did a great job.
Yep.
I don't know what message they were trying to send. I mean, she has a full ride to MIT, the premier tech school in the country, and she's squandering it.
She has ties to Wakanda.
Yes.
Correct.
And she has ties to Iron Man because her full ride to MIT is coming from Tony
the
Stark.
Tony Stark
Correct.
Who is dead, by the way. Rest in peace.
So I
Right.
mean, and it's like
And she's selling homework
the
to
the world knows
students.
she can build an Iron Man suit.
Right.
And no one is fucking coming.
Right.
The Avengers, Shield,
No one cares.
nobody. Wakanda's
She's
not
this
trying to recruit
genius,
her
but
back.
nobody's.
Nobody gives a fuck about a Tony Stark level intelligence.
You tell me they wouldn't have Riri in a lab in Wakanda? They would. They would
absolutely.
pick her up.
Absolutely
They would
would
pick her
have.
up. The whole premise of this is fucking stupid.
Yes.
And I did not like how they consistently shit on Tony.
Yeah.
They did it multiple times. They said, "Oh, Tony Stark was Tony Stark because he was a billionaire." Tony Stark built the first suit in a fucking cave.
Yes.
In
Yes.
a cave.
With a box of scraps.
With a box of scraps. Warmonger said it. Warmonger even said it.
Yep.
Do not shit on Tony Stark.
Yep.
His genius does not come from his money. The money helps.
Right.
But Riri, you're in MIT
Right.
with a full scholarship and
Yep.
resources. Tony Stark was in a fucking dirt hole in Afghanistan and built an Iron Man suit.
You are correct. That part of the storyline just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Especially
And what
with
message-
the world at large, with everything going on, aliens invading, all these fighting going on.
It was made during the height of the Black Lives Matter stuff. You can tell that because a lot of the things in the background, a lot of the feel and the vibe, a lot of but I don't know what message they were trying to say because like Riri, she's stealing from the school.
Right.
Like you have a young black girl who's intelligent with all this talent, and then you have her stealing
Yep.
and endangering the lives of the students at MIT.
Yep.
What message are we sending?
mean,
here?
honestly,
I
agree.
hated the show.
Her story
I get it.
I hated it.
should have been a bit of a prequel for her. It should have been up until she was introduced. Why was she introduced here? And and getting to that instead of continuing her story, because you're continuing her story by almost setting her completely backwards in a world where it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Right.
You're talking about a world where they even mentioned it on the show. Alien threats, sorcerers, you got all kinds of weird shit happening. Someone of that intelligence isn't being left off the fucking battlefield.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It
If she has an Iron Man suit, right? She does.
She does.
And it's known. She's fucking wheeling it around the hood with her.
Right.
They're going to come and pick her up.
Shield should be up her ass watching every move she
They
makes.
absolutely would be.
It was a dumbass show. It was a dumbass premise. It was
Yeah.
extremely preachy and
Yeah.
like even the AI like her like why did her AI turn into her friend? Like it's like okay, imagine Jarvis if he sucks and gets you into worse situations.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Well,
Like, the AI didn't need to have a personality.
The AI fucked things up for her
It
and
did.
made things worse. It's like why would you have that AI?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That AI sucks.
It does.
Like
Yeah. I
well,
agree.
but
No
and
thanks.
that's because their workaround for her AI was built off of brain scan, because she wasn't programming the way Tony was doing and all that other stuff. She didn't have the Soul Stone and all that other shit. So they had to go a different route to have her make an AI.
Well, she fucked up because that
The
AI.
problem
I'll
was
take ChatGPT in my suit.
I agree. She went completely backwards, and like she's preaching that she wants to save the world, but yet she joins. And I guess the way that they were trying to work it around was like it's kind of like a Robin Hood vibe. We're robbing from the rich to give to the poor, and the poor is us. Yeah, right. But it didn't.
Don't join Wakanda or Avengers. Join this group of fucking gender neutral retards.
Right.
Okay.
That's where a lot of that didn't make sense. Yeah. For the character and the character development. I get they wanted to give her some kind of a struggle. She could have had a completely different kind of struggle.
We got it. I'm sorry about your multi-zillion dollar scholarship that every student would love to have.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry you're struggling so fucking
hard. Blue.
Because let's be honest.
Full ride to MIT.
The whole point that she's making the suit, and they mentioned it in episode 1, is for first responders and for saving people and all that. So your
terrible idea.
Your first thing is to then use your suit to start robbing people.
Right. Terrible idea. Can you imagine the fucking cop that's kneeling on people and fucking and has a bad day with his wife? Can you imagine him with a full Iron Man suit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not everyone deserves an Iron Man suit.
Stop resisting. Yeah, fucking great idea, Riri.
And you kind of water down that what is Iron Man when everyone with some junk metal can make an Iron Man level suit, because like the one he made in the cave was dope, but it was still basic shit, right? Yeah. But she's got a pretty fucking high tech suit,
and she's still ungrateful.
Especially when they have her powering it off of solar
and moon power,
and wind. Like,
no,
we understand thermodynamics. You cannot generate that much power off of solar with panels that fucking small.
Yeah.
You will be charging that thing for a millennia to get it to hover.
It was dumb ideas.
So
it was dumb.
Either she's
the people that made that show are dumb.
Some level of breakthrough technology in terms of power conserving.
Yes.
But then it's like, well, now you just made the arc reactor null and void. If you can generate power of that capacity and be that efficient for a fucking suit.
How about the other guy, though? The son of Warmonger, right? Convicted felon, bad guy, all of this shit, has a house full of weaponry that can start World War III from his fucking basement. He has insane fucking technology.
His cozy bunker. Cozy bunker.
Is no one checking on him?
No, I mean his dad was just a fucking powerful person that tried to destroy.
His dad was literally an arms dealer to terrorists.
Right.
The government's not looking in on his son.
Why would they do that? No,
of course not.
No. And of course, they went with the narrative, white guy bad. I get that.
It was token white guy bad guy in this show.
They missed the fucking mark. I understand why this sat on the shelf and collected dust for years. I get it. I know they had to release it, but you could have tweaked some things. Like it's.
Well, this is the things have been tweaked.
Well, Riri, I get.
She's not a bad actor.
No, she's not. I have no problems with the actress, her performance, none of that.
It's the story.
I mean, her values did come and go. I did think, why are you fucking stealing? Why are you joining this group of assholes that are obviously inept as fuck?
Right.
I mean, nobody's losing a fight to those two little gender neutral Mexicans.
They
I was watching them fight. I was like, that is painful. That is fucking painful. I thought the fighting in the Acolyte was painful. That's fucking painful. It's painful.
You're gonna be mad at me. You're gonna be mad at me for this.
Why?
But I think that the girl from The Last of Us could take them both.
Oh, Potato Head?
Potato Head could take them both.
Potato Head's eating both their lunch. You can't rock Potato Head.
No.
You fucking crack Bella Ramsey. She just looks at you and goes,
"That's
I'm gonna be a dad."
Yeah.
And then she just fucking keeps coming, bro.
The worst line by far in The Last of Us is,
and
and
you know what? And we gotta just have a moment of silence for Bella because those memes are tough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we talk about men's mental health. We need to have a Bella's mental health month.
Yeah, I hope she can ignor it.
I hope she can too, bro. Because I mean, even Joffrey quit acting because of the shit they were doing to him.
I mean,
they are
roasting
Bella. I feel bad. I said some shit and I feel bad.
I would say the two people that have been in the public eye recently that are getting it hard is her,
Bella Ramsey,
and the girl that played Snow White.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because they keep like catching that one like thing and edit it, and she's like.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, man.
I mean, like
they're doing her dirty.
There's nowhere in the world to hide.
Well, she destroyed.
She went overseas to do plays in Britain to get away from America, and people are just like, we don't want you over here either.
Her career is dusted. She's effectively dusted her own career.
Yep.
And supposedly she's back to doing Broadway shows.
Yeah.
And supposedly the Broadway shows are
nobody's showing up.
Going.
Yeah.
So she went from Hollywood darling after she was in Steven Spielberg's
reboot?
the Spanish version of West Side Story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she got this great big role, and she did great. Everyone found out she could sing. They're like, let's
Yeah.
fucking put her in everything.
Yeah.
She gets the Snow White leading role with Gal Gadot. They're like, this is it. And she effectively nukes herself.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's just such an insufferable asshole when you interview her. And then, like, when they put a camera in front of her, she's like, "Oh, we're gonna change the story of Snow White, and no woman's following a man around anymore." And then she goes, then she fucking.
Oh, you didn't read Snow White.
Oh, and then she gets into politics. Yeah. She gets into the political discussion. She's like, "Oh, well, fucking the Middle East," and it's like, "Oh, that's a great subject you should bring up when your movie's coming out."
Oh yeah.
You know, and they basically sent a PR guy from Disney to follow her around, and she's essentially told the guy to go fuck himself.
Yep.
So it's like, which I have no problem telling Disney to go fuck himself. It's just that's like, oh, how big of a star do you think you are?
Right.
I personally think Gal Gadot's a little higher in the fucking
the food chain.
And she starts doing this like anti-Israel thing. It's like Gal Gadot is Jewish. It's like, oh god. So when they walked out to present the award,
she could fuck you up.
Yeah. In a fist fight, that's Wonder Woman. They cast her for a reason.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She's a big, powerful lady.
Yes. I would still think. I think Gal Gadot is probably in the Mossad.
If you told me she had Israeli special forces training, I would not. I wouldn't be the most shocking thing I've heard.
I would not. No.
You know, if she knew some Krav Maga, I'd be like, it sounds about right.
So, what is the name of the other girl that changed over to a guy that she played in that show that was on Netflix?
You're thinking of Elliot Page.
Elliot Page.
Yeah.
So there was these two comedians.
An actor that I like.
Yes.
I generally like their work.
She's very good.
Yeah.
She changed genders, but there was two comedians, and the one comedian says to the other one, he goes, if there was any man that you had to beat to death for $1 million, but it had to be an actor,
yeah,
who would it be? And he's like, Elliot Page. Oh my God, damn.
Bro, it's an easy win.
He's like 90 pounds, soaking wet.
Easy win.
He's like, I got this.
I think I would do what's his name, Ezra.
Oh, Ezra Miller?
I could definitely take
Ezra Miller. I like that.
His bone structure is not designed to take punches from me.
Okay, what's the skinny kid from Arrested Development that played in the banana stand?
Oh.
Are we just picking people that we get beat up? It's horrible.
Yeah, beat up in Hollywood.
Men's mental health month.
Exactly why we're doing this.
All right,
what's his name?
Ed, who the fuck are you beating up?
Hold on, I gotta get this name.
I gotta think. Okay.
Don't pick something challenging.
Has to be a man and in Hollywood.
Because it's $1 million and you don't want to lose the
$1
fight.
$1 million, you gotta beat him to death.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm picking Ezra Miller.
I'm picking Michael Cera.
Fucking dick. Yeah, it's gonna be an easy win.
That's an easy. That's an easy million. Look, come on. Look at that fucking face. Easy mill. No problem.
Don't pick anybody that could be challenging.
And you know what? I'm gonna choose this hairstyle. Not beat him in. Right here. That's 80s afro. Tom Selleck.
Oh, I got another easy one. Topher Grace.
Topher Grace.
That's another 90-pound soaking wet. He played Eddie Brock.
Yes.
He's supposed to play like a 300-pound lineman.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, that was a disappointing casting choice.
Oh, that was the worst choice for Venom ever.
Yeah, that was not good.
Ever. And at the
Tom Hardy was much better.
Much better. And much more realistic. Like, even if you're throwing him in the suit, like Topher Grace, even in a Spider-Man suit,
I mean, the guy that plays Jack Reacher is a perfect cast for Eddie Brock. Like, Eddie Brock is huge.
Yeah.
Like, when I say Brock Lesnar could play Eddie Brock, he could. He's a huge guy.
I would still love to see him play Batman. I think he would be a great Batman.
He's too big.
There's some versions of Batman that are pretty fucking jacked, bro.
Bane Batman? No, there's no way.
Oh, man.
He's too big to play Batman.
There's some jacked Batman.
How tall is the guy? Like 6'6"? There's no fucking way. He cannot play.
I think he's 6'4".
Yeah, that's a big Batman.
Because Reacher is supposed to be like 6'5", and he's like 1 inch off.
Yeah.
And you can't have him bigger than Superman.
Yeah, you
right?
can't have fucking Batman towering over Superman. That's like, wait a minute, let's call this dude.
I mean, the guy that's playing Superman now, he's like a 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's bigger than Henry Cavill.
But he doesn't have the size of a Alan Rickman.
No, Alan Rickman's
He's
dense.
fucking huge.
My boy dense.
So like there's a version of Batman that's running around like this.
So what the fuck is that? Exactly. He got into Bane's fucking serum.
There is a storyline where Batman did get on the Venom for a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, and in that version, yes, then he could play him. But like average Bruce Wayne, no. I mean, fucking Robert Pattinson is a little sad. He's a little into the mental health month, but I mean, I think we got it right with Christian Bale. I think we got it right with. I was fine with Affleck. I was fine with Affleck.
I thought of another person, another actor that I could fight and beat to death. He kind of did half of the work for me. Robin Williams.
Piece of shit.
How about Michael J. Fox?
I don't know though. Michael J. Fox you could beat now because of the Parkinson's. But
it might be hard to hold
Robin
down.
Williams might be a fight.
Old shaken.
Robin Williams might be a fight.
Yeah.
He looks like a hairy little bastard, like Robin Williams from Jumanji.
Yeah.
What year is it?
Yeah.
You gonna fight that guy? You might as well fight a homeless guy in San Francisco. That's a tough fight.
He has an extra Cro-Magnon chromosome in there.
Yes, he does.
A barefoot, stinky Robin Williams, just fucking with beard everywhere, just grabbing hold of
kind
you.
of be spooky.
Right.
Yeah.
There's gonna be bugs in his beard biting you. Like,
how about
fuck
William
that.
Dafoe? I wouldn't want to be locked in a room with William Dafoe.
He's too terrifying.
Yeah, he's got some faces that he can make that could scare you into a corner.
He also has a giant dick. There's no fucking way. If that touches my leg, I'm out.
He is an old man. He's like 60-something.
He's got that strength, though.
But you got to give him like William Dafoe in his prime. That would be a fight.
What if he just turns into like Osborne in the fucking in the boardroom, like, you know how much I've sacrificed? I would tap. If he started screaming at me with that face and grabbed hold of me, I'd be like, I'm done, Will.
Yeah, you win.
I'm out.
You win.
I wouldn't fight Anthony Hopkins either. He's pretty old, but he played Hannibal.
Yeah.
And Thor or Odin. I have too much respect.
This next month, 3 big movies coming out.
Yeah, we got
Jurassic World.
That's gonna be a pile of shit, bro.
We got
shit.
It's still
big movies.
It's still gonna do good in the box office.
You think?
Yeah, the Jurassic Park name has a pretty cult following.
I think people are gonna go see it just because it's a Jurassic Park movie.
Lydia said that last night.
That's unfortunately.
Lydia literally said that last night. She's like, I'm gonna see it because it's Jurassic Park. I was
and
like,
that's exactly it. People love the dinosaurs.
We need to have Lydia on here.
They're gonna let's do it.
She works for the government.
Nice.
She's a good person to bring on.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's
bro.
do it.
She's like in charge of
lifter. Correct?
Yeah. She's one of the top ranked Olympic lifters in the entire state, and she's currently in charge of all the environmental shit for the government for the entire South, like east of Florida.
That's a fucking job.
Yeah, because of I don't know. I told her who I voted for. She's like, oh well, like. She's like, now I'm doing 3 people's jobs. I was like, I'm sorry.
So we got the Jurassic Park franchise continuation. That's on the bottom.
There's
on the bottom.
2.5 movies coming.
2.5 movies. All right, I'll go with 2.5 movies.
Come on, man.
Go with 2.5. Fantastic Four.
Big movie.
And Superman.
And a lot riding on both those movies.
Yeah.
More is riding on Superman. Because if Superman tanks,
DC's done.
Throw DC out the window.
Yeah.
Throw it out the fucking window. It's done.
If Fantastic Four fails again,
Fantastic Four.
It's almost like
I can't see it failing.
Pedro's there, man.
We
will save you.
The cast is so goddamn good. The only thing I can see it being a problem
Galactus looks good.
is how they deal with Galactus. We cannot, for the love of God, have another talk it
out.
Sue Storm sucks him off.
It's another.
Hear me out.
Another
Invisible
talk
shield.
it out.
Right.
They have to have them loose.
Yeah.
I think that's why at the end of what the fuck movie just came out that we all saw, Thunderbolts.
Yes.
I think that's why you saw the fucking
spaceship come in.
I think they lose in their world.
Yes.
One of you fuckers said that.
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
And I think that might be because you can't beat Galactus.
No,
He's world ending.
I think they leave.
Your
they
arms
can't
stretching,
save them,
don't do nothing.
So their only choice is get to another Earth and help them prepare for Galactus.
If they bring the weapon that they used to defeat Galactus out in the first showing of Galactus, it basically breaks the Marvel universe. It's like what the fuck did you just do?
Yeah.
Earth is now impenetrable.
We need Frank and Richards to grow up.
You can't.
Yes, yeah.
Frank and Richards
I
to grow
agree.
up.
I think this is one of those like we do everything we can nobly and fight till the end, but we have to leave.
Well, why don't we just have fucking Riri Williams and her fucking bootleg Iron Man suit fucking fight her? You know?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I'm sure Kathleen Kennedy will figure out a fucking way for Riri to beat Galactus.
The only thing I felt really good about in Ironheart.
He'll apologize for being a giant white guy.
In Ironheart, this was the only thing when they killed Andre's character off right away without any rhyme or reason. I was for it because I find him to be completely and utterly fucking annoying.
Who?
The guy that played Rampage.
Oh, Eric Andre.
Eric Andre is so fucking annoying.
The show, Eric Andre's show, has some funny moments just because of how awkward he is.
Yes.
With his comedy.
Yes.
But everything else he does is not funny. I watched his stand-up on Netflix when it came out. Everyone was like, "Oh, Eric Andre has a new stand-up."
Yeah.
I watched it. It was awkward and stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
All he did was yell at me. I had to keep turning the volume down. I was like, "This is dumb."
Yeah, he's
awful.
not
funny.
No,
he's not
awful.
funny at all.
Yeah, I don't get his comedy.
I don't like him.
I'm sure he does a lot of drugs. He might be a fun guy to hang out with, maybe.
Yeah.
But if he's yelling like that, I'd kick his ass. I can't hang out with
it's got to
people like
be
that.
extremely fucking annoying.
You're gonna
to
give me
be in
PTSD,
his
bro.
sphere.
Stop.
So they killed him off, and I was like, yes.
There was nothing wrong with that.
Yes,
His character shouldn't even have been there. The comedy also in Ironheart. What in the fuck are you trying to do?
Yeah.
I didn't giggle once. It was all just forced bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
It's Rampage. Who's laughing at that?
Yeah, no.
Who's the drooling, window licking, fucking nothing that's laughing at that?
Yeah, I don't think I found any of it funny.
Yeah.
No.
Go watch old Dane Cook fucking skits. What's the matter with you?
I'm hoping that there's some big payoff at the end there, but I don't see it.
There's not going to be.
I don't see
There's not going to be. And the best that they could do was, I think, what Ed said. It's better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
And I'll say that.
I can agree.
When I watched the production and I was looking at it and seeing the suit flying through Chicago, I thought to myself, okay, it's not a completely unpolished piece of shit.
No issues with the CGI or anything like that, like they had with some of the other stuff.
But the message and all that, it's right there with fucking Secret Wars.
Yeah.
And I would honestly say, if you put a gun in my head and said, what do you want to watch in its entirety, Miss Marvel or the, like, you know, what the hell is her name?
Ironheart.
Or Ironheart, I'm going with Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I like the Pakistani dance numbers.
Listen, Miss
bro.
Marvel was actually had some solid comedy.
The dad was funny.
It was funny.
The dad still is funny. What the hell was he just in? He was just in something.
Daredevil.
Daredevil, yeah.
Yeah.
In the bank.
Yeah.
He's still funny.
Yeah, he is.
I'm sorry, but that dude.
But
I learned about Pakistani Indian tension.
That being
I learned
said,
shit.
like Miss Marvel, they were trying to on ramp
youth.
kids and girls. So like it served
its purpose.
Yeah, it was created for that purpose. So when you watch it from that lens, you're like, got it.
Right.
This works for what they're trying to do. I don't understand what they're trying to do with Ironheart.
Yeah, they're trying to like dive into the struggle in a really bad narrative, and it doesn't work all together because her character is in complete conflict with who she is as a person. Her character is in conflict with her character, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I can't get behind it, and I want to.
Yeah.
And it's just sucking ass. So I'm ready for Black Panther 3 right now is what we need to do. And then they come in, kill her character, take her suit, bring it back to Wakanda, and do something good with it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm down. Oh man. So any new video games, TV shows, movies you guys have been into? I've
been catching up on the Assassin's Creed franchise. I haven't played this one with the samurai. I'm on the Mirage before it.
Yeah.
But just breaking out the Steam Deck and playing on there. I mean, Xbox is looking at partnershiping with third-party manufacturers for their next console to also have a handheld version.
Nice.
So
they are preparing for a new console.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Them and PlayStation. They're already, generally speaking, a year or two after the new console, they start planning the one after it because to build the architecture, it takes that long to work out. So they start looking at where the technology is going to be at that point, and then they start working to go there. So they already confirmed they're going AMD again, which is what they did this current generation, which is also what Steam Deck went with. Essentially, it's a high-end computer, at this point. But the fact that they're also looking at proper handheld as well, it's like they're trying to do that what they did with the Series S and X, where it's like There's more than one console. There's more than one place to play. And
options.
Going the route of like a Nintendo Switch or a Steam Deck, it really makes sense at this point. You have your console. It's small enough. You take it wherever. You get home. You plug it to your TV. You play it on the big screen if you want. The technology is just getting there enough where, I mean, how much more resolution do you need
That's
on
what
your
I was going to
couch?
say. I used to chase the consoles because it was like the new, biggest, better, faster. I mainly use it for streaming.
Yeah.
And like I'm playing games from like Xbox 360 on my console for the most part, like Halo Wars from the late 90s and shit like that. And
I mean,
the occasional Mortal Kombat that comes out, cool, and I play it for a couple of months and then it's dead.
Like
then,
I see what the new PlayStation does and what the new Xbox, the current console lineup, and it's like more horsepower to add more pixels isn't really what's needed. But if anything, you want more horsepower to have better intelligence behind the game, or better VR, landscaping, better lighting. But you can't. It's not about more pixels on the screen. There's more than enough pixels once you're at a proper 4K.
Well, you were saying that the Xbox is coming out with their own VR helmet as well, right? Or lens, whatever
there's
they call it.
a branded Oculus. So good old Facebook still popping out their headsets. They're still kind of the leader in that. But they're branding, and the streaming for the Xbox is already on there. I've done it with my headset. You sit there, they have certain games you could play, and you just connect your Xbox controller to it, and it works just like you have it's like you're sitting in a theater. It's a gigantic screen instead of your television.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get the 4K.
Yeah.
But when you're looking at a screen that big and it's 1080, it's still like, this is something to fucking see.
I'm not playing any games other than old ones until I think September. New games come out, and then October there's a couple games.
Nice. And
just waiting.
We're coming. Is it next year? Grand Theft Auto is coming out.
So they
Who
say.
the fuck knows?
Who the fuck knows?
And then Skyrim, has that still been slated for?
Yeah, we have no idea when Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out or Grand Theft Auto 6.
Right.
We'll get fucking Ironshart 2 before we get Grand Theft Auto 6.
And on that note, thank you for joining us at the Silver Kingdom podcast, where we're all looking forward to Ironheart 2, and Ironheart 1 isn't even done
Listen,
yet.
play the remaster Oblivion and fucking call it a day. That's what you're getting for now.
That's what you're getting for now.
But they are, what we did see today that was pretty interesting was they are redoing Gears of War 1.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm here for that.
I'm here
like
for it
Gears
too.
of War.
I heard it's getting released on the PlayStation too. I was like, oh,
It is.
There's a whole group
cross-platform.
There's a whole group of people that's never
Part
gonna...
of the remaster is it will be coming out for PlayStation. Xbox is going hard into like play our games any fucking where.
Yeah.
We're publishing on PlayStation now too.
I like that.
I'm with it. I think there should just be one universal console and let everybody play together.
Steam Deck they're looking at making their software because you can put it on PC. And it sounds like what Xbox is doing with their next console is you're going to be able to put Steam on there as well. And that's it.
Nice.
That's just a PC at that point.
Nice.